Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we would like to present our project titled The 3C Visual Learning Method, an innovative approach for teaching work in progress and process account preparation in process costing. This study focuses on improving students' understanding of process costing by introducing a more visual and structured learning approach. This project was prepared by our group members Nur Jaslina Nikmil, Wan Murshidawan Hashim, Anita Cik Hassan, Haslinda Abdul Hamid and Shuhaila Raza. Now we will begin with the background of the project. Process costing is a key topic in cost accounting, especially in manufacturing environments where production is continuous. However, students often struggle with understanding work in progress or WIP and how process accounts are prepared. This is because they need to track the flow of units, calculate equivalent units, and allocate costs accurately. Traditional teaching methods tend to focus heavily on formulas, making it difficult for students to visualize how units and costs actually move through the production process. Problem statement. Many students face difficulties when dealing with WIP calculations because they rely on memorizing formulas instead of understanding concepts. They struggle to identify completed and incomplete units, convert partial unit into equivalent units, allocate costs correctly. Additionally, lecture-based teaching methods are often less engaging and lack visual support. As a result, students develop weak conceptual understanding and frequently make errors in process account preparation. Objective of the study. This study aims to introduce the 3C visual learning method as an innovative approach to teaching process costing. This goal is to improve students' understanding of WIP and equivalent units while simplifying the preparation of process account through a structured framework. At the same time, the method seeks to enhance student engagement, participation, and overall conceptual understanding in cost accounting. Novelty and uniqueness of the method. The 3C visual learning method is built on three simple steps: count, convert, and cost. First, students identify the flow of production units. Next, they convert partially completed units into equivalent units. Finally, they allocate costs based on those equivalent units. What makes this method unique is its use of visual diagrams and flow illustrations, as well as interactive activities that focus on understanding concepts before performing calculation. Activity description. The development of this method began by identifying learning problems through student feedback and assessment results. We then reviewed existing teaching methods and found they focused too much on calculations. Based on this, we developed the 3C framework: count, convert, and cost. Supporting materials such as visual diagrams, worksheets, and templates were created. The method was then implemented in the classroom through guided activities and discussions, followed by feedback and continuous improvement. Expected outcome. The 3C visual learning method is expected to significantly improve students' understanding of WIP and equivalent units. It helps students better visualize how production and cost flow through processes. This leads to greater accuracy in preparing process accounts. In addition, the method increases student engagement and participation, which ultimately contributes to improved academic performance in cost accounting courses. Now let's look at the 3C framework. This slide shows an example of how the 3C method is applied. Students first identify the number of units in each stage, then convert incomplete units into equivalent units, and finally allocate costs accordingly. The visual layout helps students clearly see the relationship between units and costs, making the learning process more structured and easier to understand. In conclusion, process costing can be challenging due to the complexity of tracking units and costs. The 3C visual learning method provides a clear and structured approach through count, convert, and cost. By focusing on visualization and interaction, it helps students understand the logic before doing calculations. Overall, this method is an effective teaching innovation that enhances both understanding and performance in process costing.